Another activity type that you find in many courses inside of Moodle is the creation of a course wiki. The course wikis are always listed with an icon to the left-hand side that has this crosshatch pattern. You can find them either in the main content blocks in the center of your page or on the left-hand side in the activities block under the listing for wikis. In my course, I've got a research project wiki that's listed in the header block for my course content. I'll go ahead and click on the link for Research Project Wiki to go into that wiki. Now you may be wondering, what is a wiki? A wiki is a collaboratively built website that uses a markup language that's very simple and easy to learn how to use. If you want to see a detailed set of instructions as to how to access all the different codes that you can use inside of a wiki, if you go to the upper right-hand corner of any wiki page, you'll see this little yellow icon with a question mark on it. You can click on that icon and it'll open up a new window that has all of the different wiki markup language code that you can use inside of your wiki. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate some of these right now. I'm going to go ahead and close that window. You'll notice that when you first enter into a wiki, if no content has been added already, the first tab here that's called View, which would normally be the tab that you would use to navigate around inside of the wiki, is the same as the Edit tab. If I click on the Edit tab, this is where you would normally go in and start editing the content inside of your wiki. The Links tab shows you all the links that are linking to this particular page that you're working on. Because this is the first page in our site, there are currently no pages linking to this page. You also have a tab for History. The History tab would allow you to roll back or back up in time and look at different versions of the wiki page, since every student in your class will all be able to edit the content on all these pages. Finally, there's a tab for Attachments where you're able to attach files to the various different pages of your wiki. This is very helpful for uploading figures and graphs, images, or other types of documents such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so forth. Let's go ahead and begin editing our wiki. Let's start off by clicking on the Edit tab, and then in the main blank for the Research Project Wiki, we'll start adding in some text. First, we'll just give it a title, Research Project Wiki. If I simply click the Preview button at the bottom of the page, I can see what this page is going to look like so far. Right now, I just have some text that says Research Project Wiki. Let's go ahead and add some formatting to that to make it stand out a little bit more. To add formatting to our page, we'll simply add 3 exclamation points to the front of the first line of text where it says Research Project Wiki. Now, when I scroll down to the bottom of the page and click the Preview button again, now I can see that my Research Project Wiki has had some formatting applied to it. Alright, we're doing good. Let's go ahead and now add a second page. I'll come to the end of the first line of text in this blank here, hit Enter or Return on my keyboard a couple of times, and then I'll create a link to a new page by putting square brackets and the name of the page that I want to create. In this case, I want to create a page called Packing List. And I'll close the open square brackets with a right-hand square bracket. Now when I scroll down to the bottom of the page and click the Save button, I jump out of the Edit tab and go over to the View tab. Now I can see my Research Project Wiki heading that I created. I can see the listing that says Packing List, but that's not a link yet. At the far right-hand end of Packing List, there's a question mark that is a link. When I click that question mark, a new page is created called the Packing List page. Here I can begin editing content so that I can create a listing of all the different items that my research group is going to need for our research trip when we go to Belize during our spring break. I'll go ahead and first list out my group. I'm in the Coral group, so I'll put 2 exclamation points and then simply type in Coral Group. I'll hit Enter or Return on my keyboard, and now I want to start creating a list of all the different items that my group is going to need to conduct our research when we're in Belize. The first item that I'm going to need is some duct tape. So I'll type in the word duct tape and then hit Enter or Return. When I click the Preview button, I can see that right now I just have my heading listed with my group and then the first item listed. Now this would be fine if I just wanted to have a straight list, but if I want to have a bulleted list, then I need to come down to the bottom here where I still have my edit window, and I'll go ahead and add an asterisk in front of the word duct tape. Now when I preview my document by clicking the Preview button at the bottom, now I've got my heading for my Coral group, and duct tape is now tabbed in, and it's got a bullet listed in front of it, indicating that I've got a list started. I know I'm also going to need some cable ties, so at the end of my duct tape line, I'll hit Enter or Return, put another asterisk, and then type in cable ties. Now when I scroll down to the bottom and hit save, and I'm taken over to my view menu, now I can see that I've got a list started for duct tape and cable ties. If I want to return back to the main page of my wiki, I can do so by clicking at the link at the bottom of the page that says Research Project Wiki. This takes me back to my main page. Now that I've created that second page and added content to it, the text that said packing list with the question mark on it before is now a full link, and if I click on that link, I'm taken to the page that has all the listing of all the information that I've been adding to this page. I can then return back to my main page of the wiki by again clicking on the Research Project Wiki link. At any point, I can go in and add additional content by clicking on the Edit tab and continuing to edit the content inside of my Research Project Wiki page. Creating additional content and pages inside of a wiki is very easy. In a later movie, we'll go into some additional formatting that you can use inside of your wiki pages. But for now, just know that you can add content and link to additional pages inside of your wiki. I'm going to return back to my main course by clicking on the Biology 432 link in the upper left-hand corner.